as quickly as they can, if possible, because we are short of time to fill in as many speakers as we can. I now call Greg Judge, and after Greg Judge, I shall be talking about the reference back.
Liberal Democrats, deaf people of Britain need you. They don't want your help. They don't want a handout. They want your respect as equal citizens. Their language is under attack by the change in educational practices. Their proud culture is in jeopardy. Their right to exist as a linguistic minority community is up for debate, and it shouldn't be. The Labour government recognised British Sign Language on the 18th of March 2003, having come under sustained pressure by a BSL campaign run by the deaf community up and down this country. Even so, despite such a strong campaign, with that saw 4,000 people march onto Trafalgar Square with pride, Tony Blair still left the announcement to his Minister for Disabled People. Conference, he wasn't proud of Britain's deaf community, and he wasn't proud of our nation's sign language. That's a history of hundreds of years. His minister announced funding for deaf organisations back then, one of which was the Centre for Deaf Studies in the University of Bristol, who were also tasked with assessing the success of the initiative. I graduated from there several years ago. Well, Conference, we're 10 years on, and I'm sorry to tell you that despite 6,000 signatures in just 5 days and marches by hundreds of people, neither myself nor my colleagues were able to stop the Centre for Deaf Studies being closed, which is happening next year. Deaf tutors are out of a job, and the academic status in BSL is in rewind. It's a reflection of Labour's failure to live up to the spirit of its commitments. They haven't built a fairer society for deaf people, who are still facing the same problems as they did back then. Difficulty in communicating, difficulty in learning, and difficulty in finding work. They only get an hour's national news in sign language and 3 minutes of local news, if they're lucky. How can they engage in the political process? I ask you that. Nothing has changed, and nothing will. Not unless we, as Liberal Democrats, take the first steps today towards what could be an historical achievement for the deaf community and for us. We fight for individuals. We embrace the strength of community, and we support the freedom to express ourselves as human beings. These are our values, Conference, and this is what deaf people deserve, and this is what we can help them realise. I'd like to teach you the most important sign you'll need today. Deaf people know the power of their hands, and I want to show you the power of yours. Please, everyone, do this with me if you can physically can. Close your fingers on your palms and place your thumb on your index finger. This is called the Irish T hand shape. Now raise it up in the air. Do this moments from now, and you will vote your voting cards gripped, and you'll pass this motion. And you will have taken the first steps for true equality, respect and opportunity for Britain's estimated 150,000 deaf people. Chair, Conference, thank you.
Thank you, Greg. We now move to the question of whether you want to hear the reference back. The procedure is that I'll read out the